You're also going to hear from my opponent about text messages that I sent that I deeply, deeply regret. Let me be very clear. I am ashamed. I am embarrassed. And I'm sorry.
We now know who Jay Jones is, by his own writings, that he wants to piss on the grave of his political opponents, that he wants to see Todd Gilbert with 2 bullets in his head, and that he wants to see a child as young as 2 years old die in his mother's arms.
He said all of it, and piss on their grave, and if he had 2 bullets and Pol Pot and Hitler and the speaker in Virginia, oh, he'd use both bullets on the speaker, then go after the kids. And the Virginia Attorney General, now running for re-election, Jason Miyares, is with us now. I watched it start to finish. First of all, unlike the New York City mayoral debate, you actually had a real debate with a real moderator, and you know what? After seeing the next debate, I really came to appreciate the fact that he gave you both time to speak. But wow, that was powerful. He finally got called out on both of those issues. I think this is also going to impact the gubernatorial race there. Your thoughts?
Well, listen, the Virginia State Bar did a great job for us to share our competing visions, but essentially what you saw on stage was Jay Jones trying to defend the indefensible, because we're at this moment in Virginia, we have this moment of choosing where the eyes of the world, the eyes of the nation are upon us. And really, it's a question of decency. The idea that someone is running to be attorney general, which your number one job, Sean, is to stop violence, to be someone that has advocated for violence, not just against his political opponents, but children as young as 2 and 5, children that he's met. He's met Jennifer Gilbert. He knows Todd. He's worked with him. I just find that unconscionable. And the idea that you don't have any major Democrats in Virginia that have asked him to withdraw from the race says so much about where we are. But Virginians, we don't follow, we lead, as Governor Youngkin likes to say. We have this moment of choosing here in Virginia. They could stand with a prosecutor like myself that wants to work to keep Virginians safe, or somebody who has a criminal first, victim last mindset, who's never been a prosecutor a day in his life. And so this is now a movement that we've seen in Virginia. I've gotten calls from all over the nation that this election has become nationalized.
I do want to talk about what's happening in your home state. Elections just weeks away in Virginia, and the Democratic candidate for Attorney General, Jay Jones, is facing bipartisan backlash after text messages he sent were publicized. I'm going to let folks know what they said. He effectively said that the top Republican lawmaker in the state should, quote, get 2 bullets to the head. He was asked about that during a debate this past week. Here's how he responded. Look.
I am ashamed. I am embarrassed. And I'm sorry.
If you were truly sorry, you would not be running for this office.
Senator, should Jay Jones drop out of this race?
No, he shouldn't, Kristen. Those texts, private texts with a colleague, cannot be defended. They cannot be defended. But Jay Jones has apologized earnestly. The Republicans knew about these texts for years. They waited until the ballot was printed, and they waited until hundreds of thousands of people had already voted beginning on September 19th. The voters will make up their mind about these texts. The voters have to make up their mind in our governor's race. The Republican gubernatorial candidate spoke about pro-choice activists and said, murder is murder and your time will come. The voters have to grapple with that. I've known Jay Jones for 25 years. I think this single text exchange that he had with a colleague was very out of character for him, and that's why I continue to support him. Apologies are in short supply in politics these days. I wish more people in politics would apologize for their bad actions and bad words.
I want to be like Mark when I grow up. I want to be like you when I grow up. I need a driver. Yeah.
Senator, do you condemn political violence?
I love you. Good to see you.
Senator, do you condemn political violence?
I want to be like Mark when I grow up. I want to be like you when I grow up. I need a driver. Yeah.
Senator, do you condemn political violence?
I love you. Good to see you.
Senator, do you condemn political violence?
Senator Warner, do you want Jay Jones to drop out of the race in Virginia?
They haven't actually explained to people what the issue is or why they devote that guy. They just set him on vacation.
Do you want the donation returned? Are those comments acceptable?
Senator
Warner, do you want Jay Jones to drop out?
So obviously this guy that we're talking to tomorrow, he won't have any insight to that.
You want that? You want that?
Yeah, he won't know what happened. But
On that front about Abigail Spanberger, she's like, it's not my problem. You know, it's like, it's the AG. Listen to her on Katie Couric's podcast. You guys may have seen this online yesterday on this whole topic. She doesn't like to be talking about this. SOT 2.
If I'm being very honest, we are 3 weeks away from an election in Virginia. I have worked tirelessly for 2 years running for this office. I announced in November 2023. The fact that I say this with all due respect because, you know, I think it's a fair thing for you to ask about. The fact that I have to spend even a moment's time talking about somebody else's text messages from years ago rather than what I want to do as governor is something that I am deeply unhappy about. What we, the collective, we would have done, you know, had this information come to light much earlier. I will say this, I would be much, much happier as a candidate if I could just talk about all of the things that I am for.
Oh, she doesn't like to be asked about the scandals of her fellow Democrat whom she endorsed. Boo fucking who?
I think that will be in the textbooks of how not to answer a question like that. I mean, she seemed indignant. Like, how could you, you know, this is a real nuisance instead of taking it as an opportunity to show leadership.
We're just going to play clip 388 super quick, and then we'll just do a quick reaction to that. Great.
Do you still continue to endorse Jay Jones? 15 seconds, yes or no?
We are all running our individual races. I believe my opponent has said that about her lieutenant governor nominee.
Ms. Earl Sayers,
and it's up to every person to make their own decision. I am running my race to serve Virginia, and that is what I intend to do.
Thank you, Ms. Spanberger. We just want to clarify, you know, what you're saying is that as of now, you still endorse Jay Jones as Attorney General.
I'm saying as of now, it's up to every voter to make their own individual decision. I am running for governor. I am accountable for the words that I say, for the acts that I take, for the policies that I have put out.
Thank you.
I am responsible for the policies I put out and the work I will endeavor to do tirelessly for the people of Virginia.
Thank you, Ms. Spanberger.
I don't understand how hard it is to say it's wrong to threaten to kill children.
And therefore, I can't support somebody running for Attorney General, the top cop in the Commonwealth of Virginia, the people's protector, who says, first, I want to put 2 bullets in someone's head, and then I want to see their children die in their mother's arms, and then a few cops need to die too. I mean, it is beyond disqualifying. And why she can't say he shouldn't be voted in to serve as Attorney General because I couldn't put him in my cabinet. He couldn't get a job as a district attorney. He could never pass a background test. He's disqualified. And the fact she can't say it is stunning. I mean, she had 3 chances there to say the very simple words, he's disqualified, he should not be Attorney General, and he should step down from the race, and to show courage. But instead, some word salad with no answer in it, which I think furthers everyone's recognition that the Democrat Party is embracing a candidate who has espoused violence. And they run around and try to say, oh, we shouldn't have any violence. We should have no violence. And I mean, we're sitting here at Turning Point, and we're talking about violence against your political enemies. And there could be no moment where we say anything other than it's abhorrent and we mourn what's happened. And the fact that she can't say that and tell this candidate to step down, I think is beyond a moment of lack of moral clarity. And I think it's very defining for her own morality.
Yeah, I'm worried about the increase in violence on the left. I mean, as we stand here with this empty seat right here, and someone who has had a massive impact on the younger generation and so many people in this country and across the world,